boring. Either you paint the buildings the same colors or it just didn't make a lot of sense. So I went to Barnes & Noble today and I bought this amazing new Harry Potter coloring book. And I don't know if you're a Harry Potter fan, but I'm a millennial, so Harry Potter is in my blood. I've been looking at this for a while in Amazon and I was like, okay, it's my turn, I've got to buy it and I'm gonna use it the hell out of it. So I hope you like it as well. I am very excited to paint this book. And in the meantime, we're just gonna get into perfectionism and blame. I think this is gonna take me a few videos though, because it's not something that I can explain easily. Let's get into this. After some research and a lot of books and audio books and also podcasts, and a lot of years of therapy as well, I learned that perfectionism is a trauma response that comes from being ashamed for making mistakes. I grew up around it and I always thought that perfectionism was a really good skill and quality to have. But I now know how it has actually pulled me away from probably friendships and other things that I liked and I just took too personal to the next level. Are you generally a person who criticizes everyone, particularly when watching TV? Have you even thought about this? Pay attention when you do next time. A person who keeps on criticizing can be called cynical if he or she is much into negativity rather than the positive things. They also can be called hypercritical if they are constantly picking on somebody. Let's talk about perfectionism, shall we? Personally, I am a recovering perfectionist and an aspiring good enough-ist. Perfectionist people are only people who struggle with themselves being imperfect and they need to make everything around them seem perfect so they feel secure and strong. However, studies show perfectionism is linked to burnout as well as depression, anxiety, and even mortality. They struggle to find happiness in flaws. Pride is something perfectionists don't experience very often. It can be caused by a fear of judgment or disapproval from others. Early childhood experiences such as having parents with unrealistically high expectations, having a mental health condition associated with perfectionist tendencies such as obsessive compulsive disorder or generally called OCD. Perfectionism can make you feel unhappy with your life and it's a trauma response. Elizabeth Lombardo explains very well the 9 reasons why perfectionism is not a healthy trait, but I'll just say them quickly. 1. You're never done. 2. You're stressed and discontent. 3. You don't take risks. 4. Your creativity is suffocated. 5. You strive to keep everyone happy. 6. You're highly critical of others. 7. You cannot delegate. 8. You personalize everything. 9. You never rest. Let's just be clear. Stop trying to be perfect. Why? Because who gives a fuck? Men never try to be perfect today. We shall only aim to be the best of ourselves, but Never try to be perfect. I'm not trying to judge people who have some kind of OCD. I don't hate them or dislike them. I only feel sorry and really frustrated at those with OCD, for example, who don't want to face it and who will get upset if you call them out when they hurt you. I feel sorry they don't want to change even when their actions harm or discomfort people around them. This is why I'm doing this podcast, or let's just say YouTube channel. I can add a 10th one as it is stressful. Trust me when I tell you that perfectionism destroys relationships. It hit me when I was living with my husband. I used to criticize him for doing an omelette the wrong way or cleaning the wrong way, just because that's what I've seen at home and that's what I learned. All because I believed there was only one way, the way they taught me, the perfect way, only the way I had learned at home. But hey, all roads lead to Rome, right? And you can learn so much by taking different ones. Different paths and outcomes are okay. There is no written law for putting the olive oil on a salad before or after adding the salt. And yes, I had a fight once when they told me I was doing it wrong because the salt goes first and then the olive oil. So I'm using real examples. This one particularly caused me a fight, saying, "Why do you care? It doesn't really matter, it's just a salad." Of course, it only brought me to the situation where I was blamed. Why do I no longer care about anything? Of course, this is just a projection and an over-exaggerating, overreacting response. Let me explain what I actually mean. I just learned to recognize that not everything other people say or do deserves an emotional response. I just became unbothered and I learned my limits, because it is exhausting to react to everything. So now I choose my emotional experience. Also, asking direct questions instead of making assumptions and avoiding personalizing what other people do. Because if they are treating me with disrespect, it is their problem, not mine. But of course, this is another psychological trait. It is called catastrophic personality. The psychologist Alicia Escaño Hidalgo says that people who suffer from anxiety disorders often use a pattern of thought that in psychology is called catastrophizing, and that does nothing but cause, increase, and maintain anxiety symptoms. People often tend to process external information in an erroneous way. This way of thinking is not functional at all and will only drag you down further. Please note, the people who have some kind of trauma or drama in one extreme tend to go to the other extreme when dealing with this trauma, and this happened to me. For example, if they have these stress-pleasing people around them doing things their way, like Christmas traditions, Christmas lists, over-giving and overdoing, when they deal with this anxiety, they tend to not give importance to those items. Doesn't mean they're not traditional anymore or that they are trying to ruin the holidays. It means they realized there are more important things in the world and they don't accept this unnecessary drama or stress, and that's okay. Anyways, I think I'm done for today's video. but we're gonna keep talking about perfectionism on my next one. I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Like the Christmas example. When I said they, I meant me. I'm only saying it in a generic way because there might be more people like me in that situation or similar ones. Let me know in the comments. Stay safe. Goodbye.